Today, I will tell you about 8 assets that will help you achieve both material and spiritual wealth. These elements enrich not only our bank accounts, but also our souls, our minds, and our relationships with our environment. We can put commodities in the first place. Commodities include things like gold, silver, oil, and natural gas. Commodities, like other asset classes, are influenced by a number of factors that drive their prices. Just as an example, weather can make a difference for agricultural commodities, while geopolitical events over the seas affect the pricing of not only oil, but other energy-type commodities. Monetary policy decisions by central banks also have a major impact on commodity prices, as do supply and demand balances and global economic growth. Commodities. Investors looking for something that isn't correlated with everything else may like commodities. Commodities, especially in times of inflation, are the best way to store value. The only nuance is that they tend to be more volatile than other investment vehicles, but you have heard that before. In conclusion, commodities are another large part of the financial sector and offer many opportunities for investors. Another asset that can make you rich is cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrencies are virtual or digital currencies created and secured by cryptography. However, they are not like banknotes that you can touch and hold, but they take the form of an asset that is legal and accepted in a digital space. They operate on a secure, transparent platform known as the blockchain. So what is a blockchain? In other words, it's a distributed database that people join. The first and probably most famous of all cryptocurrencies is Bitcoin, created in 2009 by a person or group called Satoshi Nakamoto. There is one last thing being used as a store of wealth. Gold and other precious metals, and even silver, have been considered safe havens for millennia. But what is special about these metals, and how do they act as financial instruments? Together, let's have a look. For thousands of years, gold and silver have been widely considered as a store of wealth. Gold and silver have been used since prehistoric times as jewelry, ornaments, objects of adornment value, and, most importantly, money. What about this stands the test of that? Because they are pliable, rare, and hardy metals. Particularly gold has been distinguished by its beauty, worth, as well as its stability on the financial front. Why is gold worth so much money? Gold is a limited resource, to start. One more thing that can make you wealthy. For millennia, gold, silver, and other precious metals have been regarded as safe havens. But what are they, exactly? And why do these metals matter as financial instruments? Together, let's have a look. Since man set foot on this planet, precious metals have been synonymous with riches. For centuries, gold and silver were used for decoration, jewelry, or money. Another thing that can make you rich. First, what exactly is a stock? A document that reflects an ownership interest in a corporation is called a stock. Therefore, you become a part of the company when you buy shares. When trading stocks, if the company grows and is successful, you can make money from that expansion. The stock market works by trading goods and services between buyers and sellers. When a company goes public, investor demand determines how that company's stock trades. Stock prices are determined by supply and demand. Economic data, overall company performance, industry trends, and general market trends are just a few examples. There are various strategies to consider when investing. Long-term investing is usually one of the most reliable methods. This means that if you hold your stocks for a long time, you can expect their value to increase over time. Another strategy is value investing. Another asset that can make you rich is collectibles. Rare works of art, old cars, coins, or wines that are increasing in value. Let's start with rare works of art. Artworks are not only of aesthetic value, they are treasures intertwined with history and culture. Buying a work of art is not only about acquiring it, but also about taking a journey into the world of the artist. So why are collectors so excited? Because rare artifacts are important pieces that gain value over time and represent our cultural heritage. Traditionally, old cars combine nostalgia as well as engineering marvels for car enthusiasts. From celebrated 1960s racers to classic racing cars, drive an abundance of fun and a great investment too. If you can source the right model at just the right time, then it has every chance of becoming almost priceless in a couple of years. Finally, let's look at wine, which is increasing in value. Wine is not just a beverage, it has also become an investment vehicle. Wines from specific regions and vintages have the potential to increase in value over time. But beware, knowledge and experience are essential to make the right choice. Predicting in advance which wines will appreciate can make your collection even richer. Another asset that can make you rich is venture capital, funding startups with high growth potential. First, let's define what venture capital is. Venture capital is a form of financing in which investors aim to generate potentially large returns by investing in new and innovative ventures. Most of the time it's aimed at tech, healthcare, energy companies, and other growing sectors. Then you might wonder, is venture capital that important? And, most importantly, a variety of startups fail to ever realize their full growth potential due simply to not having enough funding. When startups are born, they need venture capital to fly straight. This is a win-win for the investor and entrepreneur. But here's the important reminder. Venture capital is high risk. Another asset that can make you rich is education and skills. What skills do we need in today's rapidly changing world? Abilities such as technological skills, creativity, collaboration, and emotional intelligence play an important role in both our personal and professional lives. We will look at how to cultivate these skills and where you can begin. You can learn traditionally or engage with other ways of learning, like online courses and workshops, as well as certificate programs. What you need depends on how you learn best. In summary, education and skills are key to our lives. And finally, learning is never finished. Instead, start taking steps. For your development, be sure to tell us your thoughts on these subjects in the comments. Other income-generating assets that can make you a wealthy person are intellectual property.